Alright guys, so I want to share with you the story I share with the students about mom and dad and daughter to help them remember the different shapes of the nails. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, and this story hopefully is going to help you remember the different nail shapes. Some of these nail shapes are for natural nails and some of these nail shapes are for artificial nails, although you can do both. It's very difficult to do a coffin, a long almond, a coffin, or a stiletto if your nails are not built and don't grow that particular way. Some people have eggshell nails where they're really flimsy and they kind of bend a lot. They can't grow into these shapes because they start to curve downwards. Some people's nail growth, as we talked about before, they're too long, they're too narrow, they go the opposite direction. So these typically are for artificial nails. Can you? Yes, if you've got that particular client that grows good nails. For the most part, today we're just going to focus on the shape on a nail tip. Okay? Alright, so here we have the nail shapes. This image I got off the Google, but you have it on your little notebook now. And you have the name of the shape to the side. We're going to be writing in this middle line and we're going to be writing off to the side because everybody has something to write with. Here we go. It's a story about mom, dad, and daughter. Okay? Square is dad. Can you write that down? Yep. Write your notes to the sides. Dad is very firm. He walks a straight line. He's very masculine, very edgy. So, Dad, the square nail, has a flat top. He was in the army, right? He's got a flat top. His sides are very straight. Just like in math, it creates a 90-degree angle. So you could draw the little square to make your 90-degree angle. Okay? Your square, the tip, is a flat top. It's flat. Okay? Next we have squirrel. Mom. Mom is a lot like Dad. You know, you kind of gravitate towards something like you. Sometimes it's opposites attract. But Mom, she does have that flat top. She does, she has it. Squirrel. This S-Q-U is for the square. The oval is the rounded tip corners. Mom has to hold the baby, so she can't have jagged edges because she's got to hold the baby. She's soft, she's gentle, she's tender, she's mom, right? So she's got the soft edges. So Mom, on her tips, on her edges, they're not very sharp like Dad's, they're soft. Okay, so Mom, soft edges. Okay? We move on. Mom and Dad have a daughter. They have a baby. As all babies are, they're really cute. And they're chunky because they've got the little baby fat, right? So, the daughter, the baby, is a chunky monkey. So, she is very round. She looks like her mom on her edges. Okay? She's very round. If you were to dissect this in half and you finish the other end, It is a ball. A round tip is half a circle. Past the hyponychium or on the free edge tip. It's a ball. You should be able to draw that circle. Now, the squirrel is straight on the sides. It just has the edges that are soft. They're rounded. The round, you start to round off on the sides, which gives it the curve. Okay? Well, then the daughter starts to grow into a toddler. The toddler gets tall, but she's still a baby, so she's still chunky. Okay, terrible twos. Okay, so she still has her round tip. But because she's growing, she's getting longer, then she is getting wider. So she's got a little bit of a long side. If you were to dissect this one down the middle, and you were to mimic the side, it is no longer a round circle, it is more of an oval. Oval, right? Longer sides. Okay, it's not so round and short, it's longer. The toddler continues to grow into a teenager. Good Lord, right? Those years, teenager. What do we know about teenager? They think they know it all, right? Okay. So she hits puberty and she starts to lose all that baby fat and she gets into her figure. She has a little bit of her mom and her dad into her. So, but she still looks like her. She still has her. So she's got that round tip like mom. But she's getting puberty. She's growing into her body, right? So she comes in slender on the sides. Okay? So she's long and slender. The almond. Long and slender, nice and thin on the sides. She's not sharp, she's not pointy, she still looks like mom and has that round tip. Okay? Well, the teenager then goes off to college and now she is a young lady. She's a young lady. And boy, does she look good, right? She's nice and firm. She's getting her degree in whatever, the doctorates or the masters or whatever. She is more like dad because she's got that discipline. So she's starting to take up after her dad. So she's got that flat tip. Okay, she's getting her life together. So she walks that straight edge. So she lost a little bit of that curve, that immaturity. She's now more mature and firm. So she's got that smooth, straight edge. Okay? Now it is curved. She's still a girl. She's got that feminine side to her. She's not masculine like her dad, parallel on the sides. Okay? And then the young lady gets married, has a baby, and becomes mom again. We all end up like our moms, looking and acting like them, right? We sound like them too sometimes, but it's a new generation. She's got to be on point because she's a working mom and she's got to take care of the house and take care of the bills and take care of everything. She still looks good because she's the generation of moms that go to the gym. So she still has that nice tip to her, that nice curve, the nice figure, and she's on point because she's mom. She's the 2020 mom, right? So she is pointy. She's a stiletto. Okay. Yeah, the cool mom, right? She's a cool mom. So, this story hopefully will help you remember the basic nail shapes. Yes, there are the daggers and all the duckbill and all the other kind of nail tips, but these are just the basic ones. So remember, square nail is flat on the top and the sides. You got your squirrel, flat on the top, curved edges. You got your round, it's half a circle on the tip. Okay, your oval is longer than it is wider with the round tip. You have your almond, starts to get slender on the sides, long but with the tip curved. You have your coffin, straight on the edges but a little bit of the non-parallel anymore, still has that feminine figure to it with the straight edge. And then you have your stiletto, long and pointy. Okay? Any questions on the nail shapes? All right, what I want you to do is put your booklet back together, put it back into your white envelope. Put your scissors and your glue away, put your binders away, throw your trash away, clear your table. When your partner and you are ready, I will come by and start laying down your supplies. All right, so let's confirm that you have everything that you need. You have your Ziploc bag, your big Ziploc bag. You have a nail file and 7 nail tips. The 7 nail tips are because we're going to file these 7 nail tips. The big bag has your name on it. The little bag has your name on it and has your face mask in it. Anytime that you put your face mask away, you want to shake off and put it in here. After a while, after you choose, you should throw it away, but we got to work with what we have, and this is all we have, unless if you're going to use them from your kit. So, we use them several times and then we toss them. Okay? That is going to go inside your big bag, and these supplies here are going to go in your cubby hole, and you're going to use them again tomorrow, and so forth and so on. The paper towel we're going to throw away. Okay? And the paper on your table. Your nail tips, you are going to save. Now, in your school supply list, I had asked for mounting tape. Mounting tape you can buy at the dollar store, the 99-cent store, the Dollar Tree for $1. I did buy some and I did put some in the school store, so if you prefer to buy it at the school store, I'm not sure the price, but you're more than welcome to. They have some left. We will, no sharing, because you're going to need to use all of it, trust me. Oh, hey friend, that's great. Make sure you repay your friend back because they're going to need the whole roll by the time we're all done. We're going to put our nail tips on this mounting tape, so please make sure you have the mounting tape. Okay? Did everybody get a face mask? You did? Okay, I'll get you one. Okay, so mounting tape. Another thing that you're going to be needing is your nail polishes. I had asked for red, yellow, and blue, which are your primary colors, and then white and black. Now, we probably won't be using those until maybe Wednesday, Thursday, but you'll be needing them. Another thing, you'll be needing your nail kit. If you have not gotten your nail kit, but you bought one, it's here. See me because I need to give it to you. For sure, you're going to need your nail mat. You're going to need your nail brushes, for sure. You'll need your finger palette. I'm going to give you various nail art supplies, so you're going to put them in this little container. You're definitely going to need your box with all your brushes and nail tools and all of that. What you're not going to need is more than likely your manicuring supplies and these little things here and your hair weft. These are to get rid of, to soak off gel. Okay, those you won't need. It depends on how fast you as a class moves. If you move fast, then we'll get through a lot of stuff, but if you move slow, then we'll go slow. So I can't tell you, oh well, today you only need this tool, because if you move fast, then we can't move on because you don't have your stuff. So just kind of, you're going to have to bring your stuff with you, and then we're just going to use it as we go. I would not leave it in here. Last year something went missing, so you can leave it in here, but I'm not responsible for them, so just that's on your own, okay? Any questions about what you'll be needing? All right, so let's get started. Let's go ahead and put our face mask on. Now with our face mask, we have a variety of different brands, and each brand is designed a certain way. This particular brand, the black part is a filter, and it goes towards you. So go ahead and take the two stretchy sections, wrap them around your ears. The metal part goes on top, and the floppy part goes on the bottom, backwards. Pinch the top and the bottom, pull it apart to expand. When you push on your nose, it should shape your nose. If not, the metal's on the bottom and it's upside down. Now, exposure. Exposure is when you do something over and over and you're exposed to it over and above the normal amount. So, let's say that Maggie works at a salon and she does nails and she's filing nails all day long. And she doesn't wear the mask. When she breathes in all the nail filings, where is it going? Your lungs. When you do it once, you won't, nothing will happen. But if you do it all day, every day for the next 20 years, you know, that's kind of not good for your health. So that's why you got to protect yourself. Safety glasses are good as well. You want to protect your eyes. You don't want your all that dust to get in your eyes and your eyes to get dried and they feel like you got something in there. So even if you don't want to wear the safety glasses, if you want to buy some cute fake glasses that just have the lens but don't have magnification, that would be good for you as well. If you have glasses already, you're perfect, okay? All right, so that is that. Let's take your nail file. Did everybody get a nail file? All right, I'm going to teach you a technique called etching. Very carefully take your nail file and feel, without cutting yourself, feel the edge corner of that file. It feels like if you push a little harder, you cut yourself, right? Imagine how that would feel if you're filing your client's fingernail and you cut them. That would hurt, right? So, rule number one with new nail files that have a rough grit. The grit is how thick the sandpaper is, how rough, okay? You have to etch them. The way you etch them is I always have a nail file in my toolkit that I only use for etching. I don't use it for anything else. So what I do is I take it and this edge on the top right and left, the edge on the top bottom right and left, and on my rounds top and bottom, I get rid of that edge. So I take my file and I get rid of it like that. Just too simple. And then on the edge, the round part on both sides on the top. Then I flip my file around and I etch the sides and then my round parts. And then now when I touch it, I can still cut myself, but it's more smooth, okay? So, find a partner or rotate it somehow, however you need, and let her borrow your file, etch yours, and then return her file and let her borrow yours to etch hers. All you're doing is getting rid of that corner on the edge of your files all the way around. Taking your file and getting rid of that corner with one or two swipes. Okay? Always, always, always etch your file. To get rid of the dust on your file, tap it on your tabletop. Now your tabletop is protected either with a facial bed paper or with your nail paper towel, a towel, or your regular paper towel. Okay? Etch your file. Line up your nail tips on your paper towel. Now, anytime that you're filing nails, you don't want to have any food. Well, you don't want to have food, period, because it's cosmetology. No food or no drinks, for sure. Let's take a look at your nail tip. Okay? Your nail tip, what kind of material is your nail tip made out of? Plastic. Okay? So like science, when an ice cube melts, it goes from solid to liquid form. When water evaporates,
9:30 ADA attendance reminder.
When water evaporates, it goes away, right? But with filing nail tips, does it evaporate? Does the plastic evaporate? No. Does it just disappear? No. What is it changing into? Powder. But is it still the plastic? Yes. So, no food at any point, at any time, or drinks around your nail area. When you don't have your mask and you're filing and you're breathing, oh, I need to blow my nose, sorry. You're breathing it in or you're talking and you're inhaling it, you might as well chew the nail, right? Because you're taking it in. That is why you have to have your mask on, okay? Especially if you do it all day, every day. Take a look at your nail tip. Turn it as if you're scooping something up. Take a look at your nail tip. On the bottom of your nail tip, on one tip edge, you have a little number. That if you don't have your glasses on like me, you can barely see what it says, but you have a number. You have to like angle it to the light to like really see what the number is. The smaller number is a bigger nail tip. 0 is for the thumb. Okay? The bigger number, the smaller the nail tip. So number 10 is the pinky. It's backwards in numerical order for sizing of your nail tips. Although every company does have their own tip nail size, but this is typically how it goes. Look at the other edge of the bottom of the nail as if you're scooping something. You have a little line, a smile line. That is called a nail well. That is where the glue goes. This particular nail well, it only gets attached to the tip of the nail like so. If you have a half well, meaning that that smile line is in the middle of the nail tip, then you move the nail tip further up. If it has no well, then it's a press-on nail and you just put it literally on top. But this nail does not go like that. It should go on the tip. That's where the glue goes. It needs space for the glue to sit or else it'll be uneven. Okay? Keep that in mind for later. Alright, let's get started with our filing. We're going to start with Dad. We're only going to get Dad, Mom, and Daughter today. Tomorrow we'll finish the rest. Square. You've got to take your nail tip and hold it parallel to the side walls and parallel to the side of the nail. You're going to take your file. Hold your file on one side, not in the middle. You want to use the entirety of the bed of the nail file. And you're going to hold the nail file parallel to the ceiling and the floor. Your elbows up off of the table. And you are at eye level. You're not down here because doing down, this is going to hurt eventually. And you're not up here because then this is going to hurt. You're eye level, okay? And your hand here needs to go parallel. We don't seesaw. We're not doing that right now. We're just going from one side to the other. One corner to the other corner, and you want to make sure that your file stays flat. When you go from right to left, then go from left to right. Hold your nail parallel to the side of the nail walls, parallel to the side of the room walls. And then hold your nail file parallel to the ceiling and the floor. It makes sense. It will make a straight line, right? Right to left and then left to right. Use the entire length of the nail file. Work smarter, not harder. Then take your finger. Maggie, I'm recording. Take your finger and scoop up the bottom of the nail tip where it's scooped up. And you're going to see all the little fragments of plastic. Now at this point you want to be soft and gentle and just scrape it off with the nail file and you'll cut them off. But if you push down, then you're just changing the shape of your nail. Now, if I would have my nail file and I would angle my nail file because my elbow is lazy, then naturally I'm going to change the angle of my nail file and I'm going to change the angle of my nail tip, which at this point right now is incorrect. Okay? Attendance is done, thank you. Okay, so that is your squared nail. We are not coming into the sides. It's already straight. So let's put that down on our table. The next thing that we're doing is mom. We have our squirrel. Okay? Hold the same way. Elbow up, file straight, parallel ceiling and floor, and give mom that straight top. Right to left, left to right. No seesawing. We're using the length of the entire file to work smarter, not harder. When you seesaw, you work your muscles more and your hand hurts more. Now with mom, she's got that soft edge, so we're only getting rid of the points on the edges. So you're going to take your file from one end and round it out and scoop it just on the tip. On the right side and the left side. You're just getting rid of that corner edge and you're rounding it out. Don't change the top flat part because that's the square, and the oval part is just getting rid of those corners. Scoop up the bottom of the nail tip, scoop it, get any plastic, cut it off by gently filing it off. And that is your squirrel. Sideways, Maggie. If you do it this way, you can rip the nail tip off of the nail bed and hurt your client and bruise them. So you have to go side to side. Okay, side to side. Never go front to back because you'll rip that nail tip off. Okay, go ahead and put that nail tip down. The last one that we have is our oval. Our oval. I'm sorry, I apologize, our round. The last one we have is our round. You want to make half a circle on the top, but watch, for this one, you really want to start on the side edges and start to round from the side to the top. So hold your nail tip. Maybe you have to angle your finger a certain way. Start from the side and come around. Side, come around. Side, come around. Okay, really get that round circle on the top of the nail tip. Using the entirety of the nail file. That's why they make them long. They make them long for a reason. So that you work better, faster. Okay? If you were to forget to scoop up the bottom of the nail, your client will see all that plastic. And she'll tell you. So I'd rather be the one to tell you than to have a client tell you. So it should be nice and round. Well, miss, how can I check that it's round? Take your nail file, put it at the tip, and it should be half a circle. And if it's not half a circle, then it may be too long or still too square. So when you put your nail file at the tip of the nail tip, you should see that it's half a circle. Okay? I'm going to come around to check your 3 nails.